My name is Sai Sivanesan, and I work in the fields of commercial fashion photography. I do some portraits as well. The goal is to move towards personal work eventually. Um, in my experience, that time has changed. The amount of time I spend in those areas has changed in the past 10 years. Um, when when I started, I think I was spending about as much time on the marketing, billing, and those areas um, as I was on creative work as well as photography. When I say creative work, the photography, the actual picture taking is a small part of the creative work, right? It's only about, I'd say, 10% chunk of creative work that we're actually shooting. Billing used to take me probably, the billing marketing used to take me about 50% of my time. It's gone down a little bit now because I do have someone helping me with it. And personally, I need to spend a lot of time on the marketing and promotion end of things. And that involves meeting clients and talking to them and having face-to-face time with them. The website is becoming less and less relevant for what I do. So I'd say I'd spend about 50% of my time is marketing and promotion. The artwork management and organization is probably a significant part, I'd say about 30%. And then the photography or the work time is probably 10%, and 10% for meetings with my financial person to make sure that the bill's good, we get the quotes done, stuff like that. Now, in the marketing and promotion time, when I'm actually working with the clients and meeting with them, we're doing creative development there as well. So it kind of flows into a couple of different areas. I don't know if it's just arts professional. I think being self-employed is the big difference. When you work for someone else, things are a little easier because you don't have to worry about waiting for jobs to come in necessarily, and you've got a somewhat steady paycheck. But it feels like those days are over or coming to an end anyways. And we have to work on project by project based things. I'm not the best financial person. So I have tried to fix that problem by getting people that I like and trust and people that like me to work with me in the financial end of things. That is working with me on the quotes, getting the bills out, getting the money collected, and then making sure it sits in a bank somewhere. Things to consider are, obviously retirement and stuff like that. And I haven't spent a lot of time thinking about it because I'm still young enough, or I feel young enough. It is a growing concern. And I do feel that my generation and future generations will be working much later into life. The idea of retiring at 65 doesn't seem to work anymore. I think as long as you've got a roof over your head and you can make sure that's sort of taken care of, it makes things easy. I've been lucky because I'm an only kid, and when I was making more money, we managed to put some money away into a sort of family home, and I have that as a security blanket. But I do have to consider things like medical insurance and additional benefits because I don't have that, and I am paying for that when I do go to see the dentist, etc. It's an interesting one because I have spent some time thinking about it. We spend so much time trying to protect what is ours. It actually kind of hurts us in the end because we don't get our stuff out there, maybe, or I haven't because I've been afraid to lose things, sort of into the wild. and you need to find some sort of balance between that. Specifically with what I do with the images that I put out there, I try to either embed some sort of watermark on the image, or make sure my excerpt data has all the relevant fields filled out, in the hopes that if those images do go out there and someone does get them, they are aware that they're not for free. I've had photographer friends who found their images on t-shirts that are sold at national retailers, and I've had to deal with lawyers to seek damages. It is an unfortunate case, but you do have to look out for that, and you do have to be prepared to deal with it. Don't be so caught up in protecting your work that you don't get it out there, because that is a disservice to yourself. I think there are a couple of things that come to play with specifically with what I do. I'm fairly engaged in the fashion space, and one of the things I like about it is that it is an impactful space in arts and culture these days. At the same time, there are issues that we have in fashion relating to body image and related issues. We do deal with lots of young people, and it somewhat terrifies me sometimes when I'm working with a young person who is maybe going to be a fashion model, and at 18 is traveling all over the world, and really has to operate as a much older person. I don't know. I try to make sure that the people that we recommend and that we work with and we support, I hope are able to deal with the pressures of what they do, and we try to really, be part of the larger family where we watch out for the people that are in the field. When we're working with, especially with, say, model development, when we're shooting a model, we're having a fairly honest conversation with them, and I tend to be, somewhere between a friend and I don't know. I tend to be more of a friend than, say, the agent or the parents, and it's important to develop those relationships and be able to provide feedback when necessary to the appropriate people. The first thing with the customer is that you have to be relatable to what they need, right? So you have to be able to relate to them and their audience, and they have to. That's the most important thing. So if I have a client who is dealing with their customer base that is a specific demographic, I need to be well aware of that demographic and what that demographic is all about. And the other is I need to develop trust with my customers. Yeah. And trust is it's, you have to be dependable. You have to deliver things when they expect you to deliver them. And we all make mistakes, but as long as your customers know that you'll do whatever is necessary to recover when you do make a mistake, and that you will keep their secrets theirs, and keep things appropriately compartmentalized with work, they like you. And a lot of my customers have become my friends, and I don't know, I think work with people you like first. Not necessarily. For me, it kind of happened the other way. I never really arts was my plan B, so to speak. Did something else, didn't like it, and decided that I would spend my time doing what I wanted to do instead. It's funny, I was talking to someone about this yesterday. They were talking about being dedicated to what you're doing, and But I don't like to use the word being passionate about what you do. You have to be dedicated to it. And I think it's Chuck Close who had this great quote about a professional doesn't wait for inspiration, they just get up in the morning and get to work. And I'm trying to find that sort of discipline in the way I work these days. I find that in the morning, my brain is best suited to one kind of work, so I do that. And then later in the afternoon, I move to other areas. So I try to break my day up based on what I've learned about myself and how I work. And I don't know, keep doing things that inspire you, or help inspire you.